have the power.
Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and I got the playset that's half Castle Grayskull, half Snake Mountain from the movie, and we're going to try the movie figures. Oops. Dude, you lost your sword. We're going to try these different movie figures and see which one fits best. I'm pretty sure it's Core, but we'll check it out and see. So let's turn the camera around, let's get this playset open and compare it to Castle Grayskull and maybe some other toy lines in the line. Where is my button? There it is. Bum, 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 bum. This box is huge, 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 huge. Here's the figure next to it. Huge. It's a big box. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and see how the figures fit. It's as high as my tripod goes. Now, I think it's interesting is this box has a don't release until April 25th, 2026 on the top there. So if you get it in the stores early, and I pre-ordered this, but it just came in the mail today. The truck dropped it off, and it did not have any other box. So there it is, Masters of the Universe, Battle for Eternia! And it does look pretty cool. Let's get it out of there. Let's get it out of there. Boom. 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 All right. It's got some pretty cool box art. We got He-Man on Battle Cat. We got Skeletor, Trapjaw, Triclops, some random person, Beast Man. Oh, includes Golden Armor Skeletor. Well, that's cool. That's going to help us figure out exactly what size is made to go with. I didn't know it came with a figure. It tells us here the size of it. It says it's 14 inches by 27 inches. 2-in-1 playset. Two in one. And on this side, we got, of course, He-Man. We got Man-at-Arms, we got Roboto, we got Tila, we got Mechaneck, and we have some random guard flying over here, and another random guard flying up over there. It looks pretty cool so far. Let's turn the box around and look at the back. Oh, it's actually got more stuff than I expected. We have Skeletor's throne with some stairs going up to it. We got lift to close gate. We got a little gate right there. We have something going on here, some kind of elevator action. And then we have the sword holder here. And connects and locks for easy storage. And then Snake Mountain, Castle Grayskull, it shows how it all looks. So there's not a lot of interior stuff, it looks like. But for a quick, fun playset, all in one, it's pretty cool, and it does look a lot like it is the Core figures. So that's what I'm expecting is the Core size figures. That's okay though. I mean, it's kind of a cool little playset for just the Core figures. And you know what? My granddaughter and I are going to be playing this tomorrow. But we played Castle Grayskull today after work, so it's going to be the new playset tomorrow. She's going to love it. She's going to love it. All right, let's bring the camera back up. Let's slice this thing open or get it open somehow. Now, she's already gone home for the day. Actually, she's at her cousin's. But if she was here, I'd have her in here with me opening this. Of course, off camera, because you know how eBay gets with kids in the video. They could kind of freak out a little bit. But she'll have fun tomorrow. Maybe I'll pack it all back in the box and open it again tomorrow with her. That might be fun. I'll see how hard it is to repack. What is with the deal of this? They got all these holes punched in here. It's kind of strange. Hopefully that's not part of the playmat. That would really stink if I just ripped it accidentally and that's supposed to be part of the play. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Weird. Okay. Let me get rid of this box. All right, there it is. Now this is the back side. Oh. There's the stairs, there's the chains, there's all the plethora of things. Plethora of things. Cracker Jack prizes. Cracker Jack prizes. Alright, we're not going to turn this around and reveal the other side until we get it all built. And then we'll turn it around and see the other side as a last final surprise of the video. What we got here in the bags. We got Skeletor's throne. Look at that. Articulated head, articulated mouth. That's kind of cool. It's like he's sitting like he's a frog almost. You can imagine just being his knees and his feet right there. I wonder if that's what they tried to do, if they figured, because see, there's the hips. That is way different than the way we usually see it, unless I've just missed that. Look at this, a plethora of snakes. And they are movable. They hook on somewhere here. I'm guessing probably here or something. Is this the other side of snakes? Yes, it is. More snakes. They gotta hook on somewhere. All right. Time for the Cracker Jack prize. Oh wait, you know, we got some paper over here. We got the sword holder. I think this is the Skeletor figure. It feels kind of heavy. Bum, bum, bum. Da, 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 da. That's kind of cool. And let's take a look here. Yep, he's a core figure because he is too small for the He-Man Origins and way too small for the Chronicles. So definitely core. He comes with a cool golden sword, and I imagine this goes into here somehow. Do. There we go. Stay. That's cool. Fun stuff. And he has his Havoc staff. You know, I haven't bought the core. I haven't bought any Skeletors yet, so it's kind of cool that I actually have one now. He is really itty bitty small. He feels very lightweight. That's funny. Is the sword the same size? It is. What do we have here? Oh. Weapons and stuff. The grappling hook kind of thing. And the hooks to go across. Weapons for the weapons rack. So this must be the weapons rack, I'm guessing. Nope. Upper chair. All right. Here are some more pieces. And the stickers and the directions. Now, I'm not going to stickerize it yet. Looks like there's only 2 stickers, so that's pretty simple. Looks like a computer screen, I'm guessing, or something. Or a window, and then a flag. I'm going to scan these in first in case somebody loses theirs. Instructions. We'll look at that in a minute. All right. Skeletor, stand there until we get this all built. And let's take a quick look at the instruction sheet. Alright, so we first have to assemble his throne. That's number 4. We're way off. Number 1, apply labels. Alright, so one label, they go on the front, it looks like. So we'll check that out later. And then we assemble these onto this. Now I don't want it to be backwards. Let me double check. Let me double check. Okay, so this goes like that. It's got these little channels in here. And the channels slide in somehow. There we go. And these go on the side, just like so. And I'm guessing his throne goes up on top, just like so. And that's kind of cool. It's got a foot peg right here too. This goes in the front, in the jaw. Okay. And then where do these pieces go? I'm guessing these are upper. Nope, this is the upper piece. This has to be. I'm just guessing now. That seems to fit pretty good there. And these must go over here because these are dark blue, or dark blue, dark brown. So they seem to match this over here. Heck with the directions. There we go. And that must be the weapons rack built in right there. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Well, I'm going to switch these around. I don't want to see anybody get hurt on that axe. That could be bad. There we go. Well, that worked pretty good. Probably not in the right order, but at this point, I don't care. And then... oh, it does kind of fit up there, but not really. And then we have this grappling hook. I imagine it goes there. And where does it go on the other side? Oh, it goes right here. Erp. So that's what forces your distance. He's going the distance. Hooray! It's kind of funny you think about it. If you were to put these two together just like that, then you kind of have a they're pretty close together. So I would imagine if you're going to play, you're just going to put it together temporarily, and then you're just going to pull this apart. And they have little release buttons on here to release it, and right up here. So you can easily release this, and you can have your Snake Mountain on one side and your Castle Grayskull on the other. That's weird. I think there'd be stickers here too. There's got to be a flag somewhere on here where this giant sticker goes. And this here, hey, it does go on the inside. You know, I read it wrong. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. All right, so there is the playset. And let's go ahead and check out some of the features. First of all, this gate opens and closes. And I'm guessing when you put the sword in there, it will open just like how the original 80s castle did. Oh, it does. Wow, that works really good. Let me try that again. Shink. It's so weird. You can see his button go up and down, but it doesn't go all the way down until the sword enters in far enough to set it off. Zoop. Zoop. See, watch how far the sword has to go in. Right there. Alright, that's fun. Then, of course, we got an elevator. The alligator. You just pull it up and down on your own. There's no gear, there's no crank, there's no wire. That's pretty high up, considering it's to be up on there and you're only this tall. That's a long ways to climb up to the spot, but I suppose if you're a kid, you're just going to throw them on there. But if you can make it that high, you can make it to the next level too. Can you fit underneath there? Oh, just barely. That is a tight fit. Alright. This is my favorite part. That is so cool. That's the best. Alright, so we checked out... Oh, there's the flag goes. It goes right there. Da-da-da! Okay, now let's check out Snake Mountain. There we go. Now it's snapped in place. And it looks like... Oh, there's a button right here. When you push it, the jaw falls. It becomes the slide of death. So you can have a figure in there. Then you push the sliding button. Ah! And down he goes to his doom. Let's try it again, shall we? I'm ready for the water slide, sir. Hang on, I'll drop the floor. Oh, oh. Oh, well. Oh. All right, then he has the chains to hook him up. And then we have the gate here. Which just kind of goes up. And one last thing. Somehow this hooks up to it. Nope, I don't think it does. It's got those pieces right here. Like it hooks into something. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Oh, it's hard to get in there. There we go. Now it's all hooked up, but it doesn't give you much room for walking underneath there. And now if you need to go in there, you're smacking your head. Oh, you have to crawl in. So you know what? It's just better to not have that attached at all. But let's see if it... Oh, that's cool. When you close the mouth, the gate shuts. That's fun. Oh, dun dun dun. Yeah, I would not put the Skeletor's throne in there. Just does not make a lot of sense. And he's got a foot peg right there. You know, I have to admit, they did a good job actually building this, considering it's an inexpensive playset and has both at once together. They did a really nice job on the throne here. I think it's well done. The play features of this going up and locking into place until you pull the jaw closed. And once the jaw is closed, you can trigger it back down. I wonder if when you open it, if the jaw reopens or free falls. It does. And so if you have somebody in there, when you close this gate, and down he goes to his doom. Oh, that has quite a lot of force. Oh, I'm stuck in the gate. Watch out, He-Man. Oh. I can tell you right now, my granddaughter and I are going to have a lot of fun with this tomorrow after work. Because of all the different things that it can do. All the small little play features. She loves doing the sword. But anyway, I'm going to go grab Castle Grayskull and let's do some comparisons with the Origins toys. Alright, here it is next to the Origins Castle Grayskull. And you can see Origins is quite a bit taller. And that's okay, I kind of expected that. But let's go ahead and open the drawbridge on these. I do like the way this one opens better. It's a lot of fun. And here's the height for going in. And here's the height for going in. It's not really much difference on how much headroom. You know what? Let me take this Chronicles here. Chronicles! And let's go ahead and stick him in there. His head hits. His head doesn't hit as hard. This hole's actually bigger than this one here. That's crazy. So you got actually a bigger opening with the new one. Now, of course, it's because it's also flatter to the ground, but still very cool. All right, let's go on and compare it with the new Snake Mountain. All right, here's the Origin Snake Mountain, and here is the Snake Mountain we just got. And obviously, it's a completely different styling because this is more like based on the cartoon type thing, and you can see it's a lot smaller, obviously. But the shackles on this are made way better because these shackles on this one are just solid plastic. Let me turn this around. Where you can see here, just kind of rubbery. These ones here are actually a better quality in some ways. I don't know. You know what? I kind of like the old rubber ones. It reminds me of the old original 80s playset. Now, the one thing I really want to talk about is that throne. Skeletor's throne. So, here we have the one I just got today. And here is the throne we got with our Snake Mountain. And let's go ahead and compare these. Now, of course, the whole entire base adds a lot to it, but check it out. I think this one is far superior to this one we got by quite a bit. I mean, here we have an Origins figure here. Granted, it's not Skeletor, but it is He-Man, and you can see how he fits in there. Not the best, but he does. Oops, I broke him in half to make him fit. But in here, it's actually a better height. Origins figure fits better in this chair than in this one. Now, I did look at this, and you can see here the bones are different and they're hollow. Well, this one here doesn't have that same yucky thing that drives me crazy. We actually have a full solid round head and full parts, not just hollow areas. So, the movie one, far superior to the Origins one, which surprises me because you would think that everything would be cheaper. But let's go ahead and compare it to Super 7. And you know what's crazy? Yes, Super 7's is bigger, but this actually holds up a little bit. And again, they don't have the legs hopping, I don't think. That might be the knees. No, because here's where that's connected there. There's the legs going down. Never mind. I don't know what the heck is this supposed to be. Just more ribs and bones randomly placed. But on here, it's so interesting. You can see it's supposed to be the legs coming out from the hip bones. Like the knees are here and the feet are right there. That's a really interesting interpretation. But I gotta say, price-wise, this is the best. You get the most bang for your buck for the price. And this one has its own inherent problems. You can see I had to add this stick right here to make it so it is high enough. And the seat wasn't tall enough for a Classics figure to fit, so I had to boost it up on a booster. Where this one actually fits the figures it was intended for perfectly. So, excellent job, Mattel. I am highly impressed. You did better than your original one you had earlier in the line. And you did better in some ways than the Super 7 one. Obviously not in size, but it's not made to be that big. And then on top of it, this whole entire thing that it sits on. I mean, that's pretty cool. So, am I happy with this playset? I'm glad I got it. Even though it's small, it will be fun for the grandkids to pull out and play with. It's got enough nice, cool detailing on the coloring. The sword holder is pretty awesome. I like all the play features it has. I mean, that is such a cool feature right here. So if you've not got that 2-part playset, it's worth it. It's cool. Granted, it's not going to replace your Castle Grayskull that you have now for your Origins, but in a pinch, it's a kind of fun playset to have. And it's got a lot of cool little features. And this is so much better. It's almost getting it worth it just for this to replace this. Because you can stick your Origins figures in there. And Skeletor will be pretty happy being inside that seat just hanging out. So it's worth it just for the chair. Two cool things is the actual accessories on the inside. This throne is cool. I'd probably paint this orange something different. It's not the best coloring for this, but everything else looks really cool and on point. And then, of course, the cool sword holder is another very cool feature that came in this. So even if you toss the rest of it, that's cool. And I also like the way that both gates have cool action features. The sword going in for Castle Grayskull and closing the mouth shuts the gate on the other one. So all in all, it's a good purchase. It's cool. It's a quick pull out for the grandkids to play with. So instead of yanking out Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain and all the other ones, I can just pull out this one set, set it up, and we could have a war. Put one on each side of the living room and battle it out. So I think it's cool. All right, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next video. Like they say in the 1987, you know what? Like they say in the 2026 movie, good journey, kid. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.